Starting the month fully funded, that's a game changer. Come budget with me as we strategically plan where every dollar goes, including those important adult expenses of car insurance and property taxes. But we also have some fun things this month. We have 3 different birthdays in our family and our anniversary. So let's get started. So the first step we're going to take is we're going to move all of our April income out of next month categories and up into Ready Assign. Keep in mind, we are a month ahead. In May, we're actually spending the income that came in April. I'm just going to click on this part and I'm going to move it all up to Ready to Assign. Super easy, no worries. Ready to Assign. And for this part, Ready to Assign. Okay. All right, now that I've moved all of the income up to Ready to Assign, you can see we've got just over $7,000. So let's see. Let's just do this whole group for needs monthly. These are things that get funded and spent every single month. There's not a whole lot of variable to it. Although if you watched my last video where I talked about our spending for April, then you saw that we were over groceries by almost $500. That was painful. All right, so we're going to overfund, and that will take care of these red ones and the yellow. It's yellowing at me because we're already into May, and it's saying, hey, you need to put money in me because I've been spending it. All right, there went half of our money because we all like to eat around here, and we like having a roof over our heads. Okay, so needs monthly is taken care of. The needs non-monthly, and these are just our car insurance, homeowners insurance, all that kind of stuff. All right, so our car insurance, I know for a fact that $3,200 is not going to be enough. We have a car and a truck, and I've already seen the bill for the insurance, and they've gone up $500 for the year. So one of my goals for this week is to shop around for new car insurance because, I mean, $500, that's a lot of money. If I can at least lower it by $500, it's time well spent. It gets complicated because our kids' cars are also on our insurance, and so I'm not just calling for our 2 cars, I'm actually calling for 5 different vehicles, and it's complicated. I've been procrastinating, but I've got to get that done. The homeowner's insurance looks like that's about right. I won't know exactly until next month because that comes out in June. Property taxes is spot on. That'll actually come out in the middle of May. And everything else is just sinking funds and clicking right along. So let's see, needs, bits and bobs. We're going to drop some money in here. And that took care of that. Okay, so we have $95 in the miscellaneous family reimbursements. This is just a pass-through. This is where I count for different things like my kids, all of their cars, the registrations were renewed this month. And so I paid for that, and now they're each paying me back. And one of them has not paid me back yet. So I've got to go shake them down for a little bit of money. And once they pay me back, that'll be taken care of. That'll go away. And let's see, we're going to fund for my husband and I. This one will be a lot of fun. His birthday is this month, and 2 of our sons' birthdays are this month. So that's going to be exciting. And then our anniversary is also this month. So we'll be spending that $200. We were talking last night about what we wanted to do for a date to celebrate. It's 28 years. I don't know how we managed to. I don't feel like we're old enough to have been married for 28 years, but we are. And let's see, we're going to underfund for our homeschool stuff. We've got to get out and spend some of this money on some adventure days. Curriculum, I do know next month is our local used curriculum sale, so I'll be spending some of that soon, as well as on classes, extracurriculars. I'm going to have to pay for our Boy Scouts he's going to a camp, a week-long camp later this summer, so I know that's coming up. But I think these are all adequately funded. We're going to just leave them for now. Family fun, we're going to underfund. And let's see, birthdays. Ooh, that is not enough. I did not figure that correctly. We missed out. I missed that one big time because we have 3 birthdays this month, and that is definitely not sufficient. So let's finish funding and then come back to that one. Same for family travel. We'll come back to that one as well. We're going to underfund for our giving. We donate every month to Fostering Hope, which is a local nonprofit organization here in New England that supports foster kids and families that foster. And then also Compassion Internationals. And then we just put a little money aside for spontaneous donations, because you never know when you're going to cross paths with somebody that you want to give a little money to. We're not going to add to the emergency fund or next month or credit cards. That's all. All right. So we have $440.25 left over. I think I was figuring $50. Okay, so let me move this up a little bit and you can see the notes section for this category. So I think I was figuring $50 a piece for presents, and obviously that is not sufficient. One boy has already been taken care of. We paid for his bicycle last month, so I need at least $100 in here for the other 2 birthdays for this month. We spent way more on the bicycle than the than $50, but that's okay. He's been begging for a bicycle. So I'm going to add an extra 16, 18, and that should bring us to $100. Great. So now we've got enough in there to cover these other 2 birthdays, and still have $424 left. All right, so let me just double check everything, make sure we put $800 there. That's all good. This is good. If we end up needing more for car insurance, I'll pull it out later, but I'm hoping to get it down to that amount. This is all fine. That's what it should be. Homeschool. We do have the youth curriculum sale coming up, so I know I'm going to want to spend a little bit more for that, and my boys are going to do math this summer because that's how we roll around here. There's some things that you just don't want to take 3 months off. I think I'm going to add $200 here to curriculum and books because there's some things that I need to purchase, and the youth curriculum sale's coming up soon, coming up in June. So that I want a little more of a cushion in there for that. And then we still have $224. Do I put it in our college move-in, or do I put it in, not that one, do I put it in our house maintenance? That's the question. This is the trade-off, because we have needs. Both of them are legit needs. These aren't just discretionary, oh, I want to fix my windows. No. No, we need to fix those windows. I guess I just talked myself into that one, didn't I? So we're going to go ahead and assign the rest of that to our house maintenance. And that's it for May. We're now fully funded. And now we can spend knowing exactly where the money's coming from and that we're confident the money is there. If you found this video to be interesting and encouraging, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe. I would love to interact with you more in the comments. And I definitely want you to come back at the end of the month whenever I post a video about how all the spending went for this month. I hope to see you next time. Oh, so next week's video is actually going to be about our crazy trip to Kansas City and all the things that went wrong and a few things that went right. But it was wild, that's for sure. Well, I hope you have a great week. Bye.